Yeah, it fits.
Okay, boys, we're lifting Matt's Jeep now. Because, you know, everything around here has got to be lifted. So, you see my truck still sitting over there with no wheel on it. I sent that back. Watch that video if you want to know more about that. But we're lifting the Jeep. It's a 2015 Wrangler. Matt, what is this, a 2.5 inch lift? Matt, is this a 2.5 inch lift? Okay, so it's getting a 2.5 inch rough country. This side's done, other than you got to do this after you do both sides and you put it back on the ground. You hook the sway bar back up. But we got the use the factory coil spring, and then you have a 2.5 inch spacer up here. Comes with new shocks. It's really a really simple lift, at least up in the front. We haven't done the back yet, but this bolt is the hardest part, getting the top bolt off the shock. It's a freaking bitch because it's rusty. Yeah, so that's what we're working on now. I got this side done so you guys can see what the other side will look like. You can see over here, I don't know where they just went, but see, we're trying to get that top bolt off now, and we got the spacer in and stuff like that. So I'm gonna get that in, and we'll see how far we can get tonight on this. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Giving up?
My headache.
Oh.
Hey Matt, which one is yours?
Alrighty, boys. So we got the front done, and it's all good. So you can see the difference between it's a little bit higher in the front. You can tell. I mean, it's not crazy noticeable, but it does allow you to fit, you know, a bigger tire on there. You could probably fit, I don't know what size that is, but I bet you could stuff a 35 in there. I'm pretty sure he's gonna put 33s though. But the front's all done, all put together. All I got to do is the rear tomorrow, if Matt decides that he's going to come back and help me, because he left, and well, me and Michael put it all back together. So that's how that is. He took his keys with him. I don't know why he took his keys with him, but he did. So I just, you know, popped his transfer case in neutral and pushed him out into the yard. And that's where it's gonna sit until he you know, comes back. And he can't drive it away though, because I need to, his steering wheel's not going to be straight, because I need to adjust his steering before he can go anywhere. So yeah, even if we wanted to take it right now, we kind of can't. So we're just waiting on him to man up and get the fuck over here and start working on shit. So that is the end of day one. All right, Mikey, it's a good start. It's a good recap. That was the word I was thinking of.
Yeah.
All right. Little note on the little truck right here. The tire's flat again. This thing freaking rips. Everything in the front's broken, but dude, literally everything in the front's broken.
Well, apparently if you let it sit for a year and a half, 4-wheel drive will fix itself.
Yeah, right? Oh, baby.
Frame's a little rotted in some places, but you know.
Yeah, well.
It's alright. We got this door to open.
Is what it is. Check that out. We got the, oh, is that the headlight for it?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Oh,
look, I just rubbed it.
She will hold 4. Not comfortably, but it'll hold 4.
I'm a little bit dirty. Oh man, I'm a little bit dirty. And I don't have a shirt on. Michael has a shirt on. Yeah. Alright, well, we'll see you guys next time we start working on the Jeep again. That's gonna do it for today. Bye bye. Oh, didn't hit me in the face. What was that? fuck did that get stuck on there? This rear spacer is kind of a bitch because you gotta put a nut on top of it and hold it up there. So it kind of sucks because this is where I gotta sit. Okay. So we gotta install this track bar piece because it's pretty much impossible to get those coil springs in with this being in the factory location. So, did you jack it up yet?
That's jacking up.
Okay, yeah. You don't need to jack it up that much. Bring it down a little bit. We just need it to support it, because once I take that bolt out, the axle is going to be all flip-floppy. Stop it right there.
Yep.
Okay. So we just got to take this out. Where'd my shit go? Where'd that 21 just go that you gave me? Oh, never mind. Right here. Actually, nope, that's not the right one. Swear to God, most of the time I'm looking for shit. There it is. Could use the breaker bar, but I don't feel like it. Ugh, it's spinning over there. I need the 21 wrench too.
Alright. Here.
Jeep was smart and they put a fucking little stopper right here on the backside. So you don't need to mess with a wrench. So the new track bar mount.
What?
The new track bar mount, I'm talking to the people, Matt. It just sits right on top of the old one. You put a bolt in here and then you put 2 bolts in here behind the shock mount. So it's really not that hard to do. You don't got to cut anything or weld anything, which is good, because I really didn't want to do any of that shit. So well, we got the track bar in there. Wasn't really all that hard. It was actually pretty freaking easy. It's just like 4 bolts, and for a 2.5 inch lift you just put it in the bottom hole, so it's not that hard. Now we got to get the springs. We already got all the spacers up in there, but we got to get the springs on it and then put the longer ones of these on and basically just put it all back together, put the shocks in, stuff like that. Alright, step on it. Step on it good. There you go. Alright. So yeah, definitely put the track bar on before you try to put the new springs in, because it made it way easier. It was not going to fit before, that's for shit sure. So you got to do this before you can put these in.
And as we journey closer to this individual, we can see the common man.
Primitive man! Primitive!
And as we get closer to this primitive man...
No, not putting it back on. As we bring ourselves closer to the primitive man in his natural habitat, replacing a bushing that he didn't think was supposed to go there, but then was actually supposed to go there. So now he's taken it apart 3 times and is putting the bushing back in, just to find out in another half hour that we need it for something else because it actually isn't in the instructions. Oh. What is the primitive man's mating call? I drive a Jeep. Oh, premium shock absorber. Although the fucking sticker doesn't face the right way. Whatever. Oh man, shouldn't have cut that. Hold on. Oh no! I should have waited to cut it until I had it where I want it. Now it's got it underneath all of this shit. And it's gonna go right up there. Get the fuck in there, you bitch. There we go. Ding ding. Ding ding. We got Michael here again.
Yep.
Michael showed me how to do something cool. Does it fit in your pocket? Wait, does it fit in your pocket?
Yeah, it fits.
Look, ready? Hold on. Oh. Alright, so we got it all finished. Yep. We just gotta put the wheels on it and a couple things in the front that we still gotta do, a couple little things. But it's all in there, so yeah. We'll get to see it. Matt left his keys this time.
Yes, that's right there.
I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not a fucking space engineer.
I'm not a space engineer, I'm an electrical engineer.
Why don't you just like roll out into the yard?
We didn't tighten the lug nuts on the driver's side.
Oh, you son of a bitch! Going back up. Ugh. Well, you should have told me that before I said I'm gonna drop it, and then Michael's like, "All right, cool."
Well, I wasn't listening to you. I was reading. Never mind. Oh, it was in gear.
Apparently, I ran this over and bent it, but
Yeah.
Jeep's done. We're just gonna, you know, after a little while, we're just gonna, you know, go back, make sure everything's good. I torqued the wheels, not gonna make that mistake twice. And I'll just show you guys what she looks like. It's only a 2.5, so I mean, it's not anything crazy, but once he puts the 33s on it, which I think he should put 35s, but he's, you know, budget, so his budget only allows for 33s, so we're gonna pick those out today, so you guys will see which tires he's gonna put on, because we're gonna pick those out. He wants an all-terrain, which I think he should get a mud-terrain, but he wants an all-terrain, so
Yeah, he wants to do good in the snow.
yeah, my Coopers were freaking good in the snow though, and those are a mud-terrain, so
Yeah.
but we'll see. I'm gonna try to get him like a hybrid tire, not like a straight all-terrain like these, because these are shit in the mud. So I'm gonna try to talk him into getting like a hybrid one, because something like this is worthless in my opinion. So she looks pretty good though. I just hope we did everything correctly, which I mean we did, so he shouldn't have any issues. And like I said, we're gonna make sure everything's all set. A couple days from now, we'll just tighten everything back up, and if anything's coming loose, we'll just fucking weld it right on. So that's what I did on my truck. All the drop brackets on my truck, they just kept coming loose, so welded them right on. Never had a problem. Been driving it for 3 years like that. So if you think about it, a weld is stronger than Loctite. A weld is stronger than a lock washer. So that's really the way to go. But that's what she looks like. Matt went to go get pizzas and stuff. Michael needs to fix his lights. Are you gonna do that?
Yeah. Take a look.
He tried to fix his lights because they won't pass them for inspection, I guess, because those don't work because they're not hooked up. So they fail him for that, which he should just throw covers on them and then he'd be fine.
Yeah.
Or paint them black.
Those aren't lights.
Yeah, like
Those are reflective.
they wouldn't be able to fail him if he had a little cover on them, but
No.
I don't know.